doesn't matter. Whatever. This type of food poisoning made me shit for 3 days.
Your whole hockey team watched the OC.
Yeah. Just boys being boys, baby.
Friendship.
I did it right before we go.
Okay, that's all right. That's good enough. Welcome back, everybody. We're still fucking alive. I don't care what you heard.
How you going?
How you going?
How you going?
Brilliant. Simply brilliant.
That's
and,
a mix. You can't do that.
No, but that's all I'm dealing with Australians and
British people
and the UK is at work, so I'm hearing both of them. So I'm just living in a fantastical, whimsical world.
Right. When you were a kid, did you think that like Australian really sounded like English, like British accents?
Of course.
Yeah,
I
of course,
completely.
No.
I still to this day sometimes.
You have
in
a
the
hard
first
time.
few. Yeah, the cleaner Australians. You know what I mean?
Not those dirty dingo fuckers. Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say, like, when they comment, like, how you going? I'm like, okay, that's
fuck
a
it.
fucking...
What do you mean, how am I going? Where am I going?
Yeah.
Or... Not. That's it. That's the only one. How you going?
All the salt in that Vegemite's gone to their fucking heads.
Oh, fuck. I think I told that story, eh? Of, like, the freshman party I went to when I went to Bishop's for that year and a half.
I don't remember.
Whatever. It was just like, it was a freshman party, even though I was like, I think I was 21 or something at the time, so I was a little bit older then.
Young, fresh Jason Sellin.
And one of the, like, not hazing, because there's no real hazing anymore. They can't do that to you. But one of the things that they made us do, I think maybe it was a beer pong game or something, was, like, take a spoonful of something without telling us what it was. And I ate a spoonful of Vegemite and projectile, like, went straight to the bathroom and puked everywhere. And after that, they were like, that's food. That's just normal food.
It's really not.
I could not, dude. I don't have, like... I eat everything, you know what I mean? Like whatever. Vegemite was the most disgusting thing I've ever... It might have been Marmite. I don't know the difference.
The thing also, and it is disgusting regardless of anything, but it's also just not knowing what you're tasting,
Yeah.
and then something completely strange hits you. It's not going to hit you.
It was, and it was like after 2 or 3 beers. It wasn't like it was the beginning of the night, and it ruined me.
Got a fucking... meet an Australian on a goddamn farm in Israel, and he's got a toothpaste tube of food in his pocket, and he's like, "Yeah, just spread it on anything. Just spread it on a cactus leaf." Like,
Brush my teeth with it.
Yeah, it's so fucking vile.
At least Italian's the only tube thing I know of is like vegetable paste. You know, it's fine.
Yeah, tomato paste.
Or Ortolina or whatever it's called there. The brand. It's good stuff. You know, just squeeze
Don't
it
like
into a
anything
tube
in
of
a tube.
pasta.
Yeah. I do like, it'd be so Jewish to have some chopped liver in a tube. Some chopped liver in a toothpaste tube in my pocket at all times. Ready to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Pardon me. Just on the metro, on the subway, just like, oh, excuse me, can I hold on to the handrail? I need a little bit of leverage while I chop liver tube this into my mouth.
Speaking of Woody Allen.
Oh, I haven't watched. I don't give a shit. But anyways, keep going.
You wouldn't. You don't want these things to be talked about.
I'm
right?
not a Woody Allen fan. I watched Annie Hall. I thought it was okay for the first half hour, and then they lost me with it. I didn't think it was. I thought it was funny the first 30 minutes, and then I just got lost. Not for
Well,
me.
it kind of goes to that thing you once said, that there is no such thing as a strong female character.
Right.
Remember when you said that?
Yeah. That was on episode 1 of the podcast.
Yeah, you were like, female lead, stop making words up. You
Yeah.
said something like that.
I said more like lead me to you're a second class citizen. That's what you said.
Killing it, Jason. Yeah. So yeah, crazy story. The bottom line from the first episode of that documentary, which leaves you on find out next episode if she gets raped.
Which everyone knows, sure.
It's just so crazy how they just do one movie, you know? Like, don't make you wait a week to find out if
What
the little
horrible
girl
thing
got
happened.
touched. Yeah, it's so brutal. It's so dirty.
It is. It's
The whole
fucking.
thing.
It's bad, man. It's like. It's.
Yeah, and so the best part is though when she's describing finding the pictures of Sun
Yi.
Yi. Oh my lord! And then she's describing how like when she's back home and Woody is there and he's trying to like explain it, and what I would have paid to watch Woody Allen,
a squirmy Jew, squirm out of his squirmy.
They were just pictures. They were just there. They turned me on. Yes, they turned me on. But what do I know?
It's art. It's art. You can't separate. It's art. I don't care if I adopted her.
He didn't adopt her.
All right, it's true. He married into the adoption process.
No, I don't think they ever got married.
The person who adopted her and the Woody?
Oh yeah, the someone else adopted.
And then he got married to the person who adopted. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think yes. Then he married Fawcett.
Fawcett. What's her name?
Farrah Fawcett. And then
and then Sylvester Sink came in.
Just making shit up. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, who actually wrote the Rocky movie.
Rocky's amazing. I rewatched it recently.
Did you really?
So good.
But
I did watch a great clip online, which is the Rocky, like when he goes up the stairs in Philadelphia, and he goes out the famous dun 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 scene.
Yeah.
And they played it without the music, but just like an audio of like Rocky grunting the whole time.
I have a speech and learning impediment.
My brain hurts every day.
He's like a pit bull where it's like his brain presses against the front of his skull. He's got too much pressure building up. That's why I get aggressive.
Making sounds.
Yeah.
I watched Creed also.
I have never seen Creed. The newer one there?
Classic Jason. You don't like...
No, I've only seen Rocky, the first one. That's it. I've never seen any. I don't know.
It's a good place to stop. Is the truth. All honesty.
I've heard Creed's good though. That's a movie I wasn't. I think I have it somewhere. I have it on my computer. I was just interested.
In the second one, there's this moment that's supposed to be like badass, but it comes off so hack because his girlfriend, his love interest, the interest of love. Is a vocal artist, as a singer, and a cool R&B singer. You know what I mean? Because obviously everyone's cool in R&B.
Wait, are you talking about the second Creed or the second Rocky?
The second Creed.
Okay.
And the Creed, and then the Creed. So now you know that Creed doesn't die at the end of the first one. I gave that spoiler alert.
Right.
So Creed's walking to the big fight, which is against... Okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's going into the big fight.
Yeah.
And while he's going to the big fight, like the hardcore hip-hop music kind of starts to play.
Right.
But instead of like it being a track, it's just like the girlfriend coming out and like singing. And there's like these shots of neon lights and she's doing this performance. And no performance ever comes out cool in a movie. They always come off so fucking phony.
And who's the singer?
So there's the actress, just some actress acting like she's badass. She's like singing, and I'm like, if this was real life, it just came off so fucking annoying. It's like when you're watching something, you're super into it, and then you're like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah, it's a great analogy, dude. I wonder where you got that one from.
You know when you're watching something, and then
it's like you're watching the second Creed, and then there's a vocal performance that you don't like. It's exactly like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're listening to a podcast and there's this rant of fucking some movie you never saw, and you're like, this sucks.
Back to the chop liver tube stuff.
Yeah, more Jewish shit.
This
might be this not to talk about it too much because I want to save it for next week. But I will be going to filming that commercial tomorrow in some small town in Quebec.
Yeah.
And
you will be the only. The population sign's going to go up one when you drive in. And it's going to say featuring a Jew underneath it. Featuring
guest starring
Jew.
Yeah, it's guest starring a Jew.
We got one.
If I don't die.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to, like, if I die while I'm there, they'll have to create a whole new cemetery.
Just for you.
Just so I don't, infect the other ones, the other bodies. But anyways, so I might have forgotten my point. Very possible.
It's very possible. Did you smoke weed again before filming this podcast?
Dude, I tried to like hold back from smoking too much weed because I had to audition my part to like 5 people. So I tried to like hold back from it. And the second I got on that call, I lit a really large marijuana cigarette because I went to the store and I bought today.
Oh, you went to the weed store?
Man, it still can't believe the whole time I'm still like, this is crazy. Like, I want to be talking to the person like, this. You thinking it's crazy that we're here right now.
You work for the government, bitch.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm like, do you have any hash? He goes like, yeah, we have like 6 different kinds. And I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, hash is a little weird, eh? I don't know why. It's the same fucking shit. I don't know why.
Dude,
it's like
there was this like 70-year-old woman ordering next to me, and he's like that. And she's like, that's a big bag. And then it's like this giant guy behind the counter who would have been a pot dealer if he wasn't there right now. And he's like, yeah, that's about 17 grams. So that's like 2 in 1. And then he's talking to this old lady. I'm just like, it's just all I can see is like I'm transforming this to a shitty apartment in NDG. There's a PlayStation 2 in the background. You know what I mean? Like the proper scenario for this to be happening. But no, government building, man.
That's amazing. Where'd you? Well, it doesn't matter where you went. I guess Queen Mary or what?
Yeah, I went to Queen Mary because his parking's easier there and it's less of a shit show. I also went early.
I was just at Queen Mary. I picked up some poke.
You picked it up.
Yeah, I picked it. Well, I was on the road. I was in my old neighborhood on Monkland. I had to get my glasses. I had to get my glasses fixed.
Yeah, they're very nice.
I went to the ocularium, which is what it's called.
I like your glasses because I can see my reflection.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so I had. Well, it's they're a new pair because my old pair, I smacked my fucking face into the fridge, the freezer door handle, and it broke my. Fucked up my glasses.
How do you do that?
Saved my face.
How did that happen?
I was in the fridge, and I was leaning in the fridge with my face in the fucking fridge because I was looking for something to eat. Then I got up and I fucking smacked the door handles here, and I just got up and smacked my glasses. I can't read without my glasses.
It's covered by insurance, though.
Yeah, well, that's it. So I got a new pair, and
you.
but I have a very long nose to ear length, so I had to get them. I had to get them fixed.
I can imagine. Yeah, because
There's a lot of brain.
Similar. You look similar to the background image. it's like fitting glasses on that.
On that, if you're one of the 12 people still watching on YouTube, you can see it's a horse wearing formal attire.
It's Jason after his jaw surgery, and it's still looking great. No, it's a good look.
Thank you. I feel
poke
smarter.
Is nice. I like a good poke
Dude,
bowl. Even
I am not a big poke guy, but this one place on Queen Mary, because I love
the fish is better. Why is the fish better?
No, the fish. I don't know. I'm about to say that they have the best fucking eel I've ever had in my life. It's like
I don't want eel.
Eel's great. Their eel's fantastic. So I'm guessing the fish is also all good.
You go for eel,
dude. If I can get eel, when do you get to eat eel?
What are you, a fucking Disney villain?
Yeah,
eel?
dude.
It makes no sense.
Have you never had like eel sushi, unagi?
No, I always stay away from when I see eel. I'm like,
dude, eel's sick. It's like it's a mix between like a good steak, like a steak tartare and fish. I don't know how to explain it, but that's like the consistency in your mouth. It's really good. It's meatier. It's good. I like it.
It's a lot of rice, a poke bowl. Let's be completely honest.
It is. They do have.
You're selling me a lot of rice.
Yeah.
You just undid the sushi and you just put it all in a bowl.
Yeah.
Is what you did. There's even pieces of sushi paper. I see you put them in there just to rub it in my face.
Yeah. It really is just like a massive sushi that you're eating, like a deconstructed sushi, and they're like, "This will be $30."
Yeah, it's insane. I had my girlfriend made dinner today. She made chicken and crunchy rice.
What's crunchy rice?
Well, I don't know if it's a choice or not. I think it was just.
Can she hear this? Blink twice.
When dinner was ready in 15 minutes, I was like, I don't know the rice. I don't know the rice does that.
So you had rice al dente.
Al dente rice, yeah. And while we were eating, she did say, "I like it crunchy." So I was like, "Oh, that's not."
Someone's lying. How's your rice going? Not good. Not good.
Yeah, how's it going? How's your rice going?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my dinner.
Nice,
but
dude.
it was good. Little kebabs, you know.
Yeah.
Fill it up, man.
Baby,
I'm kind of like nervous for my whole day tomorrow.
Filming on set.
Because I've never done that before.
Because you've never done it, and you're gonna get crunchy rice shits.
The whole time I'm gonna stand there being like, so. Like always, right? We should just do it like we just do it like I normally like.
Yeah, like every other non-union commercial I've been a part of.
Yeah, exactly. For every other one, underpaying commercial.
Yeah.
No one's gonna understand anything I'm saying, so.
Right. Can you speak French at all?
Yeah, not really. And so in the meetings, it was quite funny. You know what I enjoy? Because like I do a lot of Zoom for work. You know?
The day
And
job.
for the day job, and I gotta act all like serious. And like usually the only thing is I have the opposite of me, which is become very quiet, not say much. You know?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
But on this call, I got to be the comic that I am. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that's what they were hiring.
Right.
So I was like, I could be funny. So at one point, she was like commenting how like I have to make sure I switch. Like she didn't really see a switch of tones, which she was looking for at one point.
Okay.
And I said, "Oh, that's because you guys were all laughing so hard, you didn't notice the switch in tones." And then, and then I was like, "Because I killed it. I did
Yes.
such a good job that you didn't notice that second
at
part."
the table read.
Yeah. And so I said that, and I got to be this cocky little shit and like make them laugh about that. And I was like, wow, this is kind of like, fun to like be a bit of an asshole like, for a laugh. You know, on a call with everybody because that's what they're looking for. And I was like, because nobody knows. Oh, it's gonna be a lot. Nobody knows.
Camera.
Nobody knows. So like I was like, hi everybody. Yes, I'm hired. I was like holding my ZooFest Orange Bureau pass.
Your artist pass. Good for you,
My
man.
backstage pass up to my chest the whole time while talking.
Really?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know what you think is funny, dude. I haven't hung out with you in weeks.
I know what you think is funny, man. I saw you tweeted something where the punchline was my dick and gravy, and I was like,
oh yeah, dude,
this kid's going places.
Dude.
This kid is evolved, and I respect it.
Dude, I just was like, my girlfriend and I were laying in bed. It was probably like 11 o'clock or whatever, and just like out of nowhere, just and out of nowhere, I just started laughing, and she's like, "What?" And I'm just like, "And maybe I'm gonna dip my dick in gravy."
That's great.
And it was the
you
most,
know me.
It was the most I've laughed.
You know me.
Yeah.
That shit makes me laugh a lot. But.
Not that I want to talk about too much about my relationship and everything, but another thing that happened the other night was my girlfriend was asking me about blue cheese. We're talking about blue cheese.
Of course you are, yeah.
Yeah. And I said, Gorgonzola has blue cheese. And she said, that's a funny word. And I don't know why, but I just turned around. I was like, you're a funny word and you're a fucking midget. She's laughing in the other room. It's fine.
You called her a midget? That's how annoyed you are?
I wasn't annoyed.
I respect that.
It was just playful banter.
Yeah, that's very funny. We use inappropriate words very often in our banter.
And I just will say quickly that by the time she reaches a certain age, she will legally be a midget when she shrinks to her normal size.
Oh, when she go? Well, I thought you were gonna when she finally reaches the legal age.
No, she's 2 years younger than me.
That's fair. Okay, and then after that, is that when she smashed your head into the fridge? That you don't want to tell us about?
Yes.
And there's the new injury that I was looking for.
Who's a fucking midget now?
Exactly.
She's on your back. You're like, where are you? I don't even know.
She's so quick, like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
so
that's good stuff.
I don't like to talk about my relationship too much, but here's a simple story about
Here's
us.
the worst story that's happened. Yeah. Here's when the time I disrespected her the most, and I'm gonna publicly air it to 37 people.
Yeah, I like that you chose to use that word. You're risking a lot.
I forgot. It's true. It's true. I should have called her a fucking little person. I forgot.
Yeah. Retarded little person.
Whoa.
You should have called her.
I only call my dog that, all right?
Bad words are so funny.
Yeah, they're pretty funny. I was having fun yesterday imagining because my dog sometimes will just start coughing. It's not kennel cough or whatever, but she just starts coughing. And it sounds like a 90-year-old woman who's smoked like a pack a day her entire life.
Yeah.
And my dog is
not healthy.
The dog is a rescue, and she has issues on the street. Whenever she sees another dog, she's just not happy unless she knows the dog. She'll start barking.
Knows the dog.
Well, she met the puppy downstairs, and they're great friends. But
so she has a good temperament with like dogs
that she knows.
Forced her to be around for a second.
Yeah. But she doesn't know the dog. She's like dog aggressive. I don't know what happened to her in her previous life, but I was just having a lot of fun imagining also like just a grandmother just fucking throwing a fucking fit every time she saw another old lady on the street, you know? Get the fuck back in your house, bitch!
It's my block.
Yeah,
She starts
exactly.
Pissing, yeah, she sticks her pants down, starts pissing and staring at the old
Yeah.
lady in the eyes.
I fucking own this hood.
This
Yeah,
is my fucking hood.
yeah, it is.
Walk your old man. Walk your old people. Everybody.
Yeah,
Make sure
everybody,
you
take your old people out for a walk.
and get them an extended leash so they can move.
And one of those ones that you just press the button and can go for a little bit, yeah.
And then you choke. You stop it out of nowhere, and they just choke back and fly.
Put one of those collars on them where they get a little shock every time they reach a perimeter. A pre-established perimeter.
Or the barking collar they have, eh?
Yeah.
I
No,
knew,
shut the fuck up!
I grew up with my cousins had a Chihuahua that didn't have vocal cords. That vocal
so
cords
funny.
were removed.
Yeah.
But it still managed
removed?
to yeah.
What, by who? Vet?
See, as I'm telling the story, I remember that there was like rumors that they did it because the dog was so annoying that they took the vocal cords out. But it doesn't really make sense. I think
How
it
would you
had
do?
like
How would you want to do that?
it would probably had like and you couldn't do that. You can't just go to like a vet.
No
and be like,
vet.
"Look, this thing's fucking annoying me. I mean, you mind taking a cord or two out?"
The 90s were not that wild. I know you used to be able to declaw a cat, but I don't think anyone was taking out vocal cords.
Can you no longer declaw a cat?
No, I think it's illegal now.
Can't declaw this cat. That's what I've always said.
Yeah, that's what everyone says, dude. Everyone says that about you on the street every time you come walking.
Oh, you can't declaw that cat.
Yeah, exactly.
That cat won't take to declawing.
Thanks for that last one. Yeah.
Yeah. So good times. Movie theaters are opening up again soon.
That's the fucking dumbest shit in the world. Oh, before I forget, not that it matters, but if you or the listeners can get your hands on a movie called Host, not the 2012 version, but the 2019 or 2020 version of it's a 1 hour long horror movie that takes place entirely on Zoom.
Yes.
It was really good. It was fucking creepy, man. It was really well done. It was like remember the first Paranormal Activity was not bad at the time?
Yeah.
It was on that level. It was really good. Really spooky.
Yeah, my girlfriend watched it right when it was very early into quarantine. It came out pretty. They jumped on that shit.
Yeah, they must I don't know. It was impressively done. It was cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Spooky.
I need something to watch.
Yeah.
There's nothing, man. Some of the content on TV, it's just so bad. I don't understand how people watch these series of episode after episode of just pure nothing.
I'm watching
Nothing's
one
happening.
of those shows right now called Behind Her Eyes. It's a limited series on Netflix. It's 6 episodes long. Nothing happens until the end of the 4th episode. It was absolutely infuriating to watch. And I'm still I got 2 episodes left, and the thing just happened. You know what I mean? Like, we're 2/3 of the way through, and only one thing has happened.
Yeah,
It's fucking insane.
I've been a huge nerd watching WandaVision on Disney Plus.
I've heard good things. Is it good?
I mean, I think it's not that good. But when you're addicted to like this whole storyline that Marvel has created, and when you're a big nerd who's read comics and you're super curious on who they're going to bring up and all that stuff, I spend like my whole I watch the episode and then I watch like 5 hours of people saying the exact same thing about the episode online. Right. These goddamn weirdos who are just like in their closet. Just
not like us. Not like us, baby.
No, they've got actual things to talk about, I guess.
You're talking about them. Yeah.
And I can't even, I spent so much time watching this shit, just decoding the stupid Easter eggs and God knows what, that I haven't had time to get ready for Purim. So,
you what, sorry? Say that?
I haven't had time to get ready for Purim, our holiday.
No.
I keep on forgetting you're not Jewish. Sometimes.
Yeah, Passover? What are you talking about?
No, it's the holiday where we dress up in costumes and get really drunk. You know that one?
No.
I've told you about it.
Is it with the fake guy? Is it the ghost you have to give a wine glass to?
No, that's Passover too.
Okay.
This one is a weird story about like some Jew princess named Esther.
Great name.
And she's married to this king named Achashverosh.
Okay.
And this king, He's a drunken king ruling the land, and he's got a Jafar. He's essentially got completely a Jafar.
Right.
But Jafar's name is Haman.
Okay.
And Haman's plan instead of
Haman, how you doing? The Jamaican
Haman.
Jafar.
And so this instead of hating Aladdin, this Jafar hates the Jews.
Oh, okay. a wider spectrum of hate than whatever that fucking guy's name is.
Yeah. So then they create. So he, because he's the right hand man to the Sultan, he creates this whole plan, and he does a lottery to choose the day when they're going to just destroy all the Jews and kill all the Jews.
Right.
And then so they take out.
Let's make it
number.
fun. If we're gonna commit a genocide, let's make it fun, huh? Who's got red?
26?
Who's got red?
26.
Oh, sure. You can pick a number. You can play it safe and just pick a color too.
So they powerballed it up,
Yeah.
and they chose a date. And then what happened was the princess, who was a Jew, had a Jew uncle, and they conspired and told the king, "Hey, God, this Haman Jafar idiot wants to kill the Jews, and he hates you, and he's fucking your shit up, and he's trying to kill you so he can be the Sultan, And they show him proof. So then they kill this guy, and they parade him in a parade down the street, and everyone celebrates while his dead body is hanging.
Right.
And now to celebrate that, we dress in costumes and we get as drunk as possible.
Ah.
And the best part about this is that we read a Bible style book. And anytime this guy's, I think I've told you this. Anytime they mention this guy's name, Haman, everyone just has to make a lot of noise, so you pretend like you can't hear it. So everyone's like,
No,
yeah, exactly.
Isn't that just a regular conversation with a bunch of Jews?
Yeah, exactly. Then they don't want to hear it.
Yeah. It's actually insider trading when you do it like that. Nah.
Exactly. Pork is technically not the worst, not the filthiest animal. Yeah, so pretty crazy, and it's a weird holiday where it's pretty much our Halloween,
Right. It's la Déesse de la Jew.
Yeah, exactly. So it's pretty crazy.
The whole time I was trying to think of a Sultans of Swing pun, but I couldn't do it. The Dire Straits song there.
Yeah.
We are the Sultans of We are the Sultans of I can take it or leave it, the genocide.
What are you gonna do?
It's tax season. Let's talk about taxes. No.
I haven't gotten my T4s yet from my current job, and I'm not sure if I should ask or just wait, or if
you're not on the books anymore, dude. Don't even.
They're gonna be the kind of place that they're like, hey, you gotta just go online to your account and download them.
Right.
And I don't want to fucking have to do that.
I did that shit. No, because I've been I've been hanging out online on the personal finance subreddits. Trying to pick up some tips and tricks and stuff.
It's not the only subreddits you hang out on. Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. But
how to properly lubricate a horse's
hooves.
Penis hole.
I want to dock with a horse. It's because of the same size, so it's the best match in nature.
You could probably dock your whole face in a horse's foreskin.
Gross. Anyway, there was a thread on the Personal Finance Canada subreddit about people's worst financial decisions. And this is not that funny, but it made me laugh so fucking much. It was just this guy who wrote that his worst financial decision was his 2020 fully loaded Mazda 3 with all-wheel drive and everything that cost him $42,000. Every time, imagine just waking up and looking outside and just looking at your Mazda 3 and going, $40,000
for a Mazda 3. How is that even possible?
I didn't even know you can get all-wheel drive on a fucking Mazda 3.
It's just some idiot who's like, you can really soup up a Mazda 3, and then you don't realize that you're spending more on souping it up than you would have on a better car.
Yeah. Oh, man. I just love the idea that this guy's also stuck at home, working from home, and he just has to move his car from side to side for the street plow, too.
That's my fucking life, man.
That's true. But you didn't spend $40,000 on an all-wheel drive hatchback.
I didn't. I would like...
Wait, you want a new car?
I would love a new car, but I'm not going to get one. But I would love one.
Yeah.
I'd like I like to wirelessly hook up to my phone. That would be great.
That would be nice. Yeah. I'm just waiting for my grandma to give up the keys to her 2003 beige Camry or silver. I can't remember, but I just want that fucking. That's my next fucking move, dude.
Yeah, just drive around in that baby.
Dude, like my sister was trying to convince her that she couldn't drive anymore, you know, because she's like 89 or 88 or something.
She shouldn't be driving at all. That's for sure.
She should not be driving. And my grandmother, to prove that she was still able to drive, and I know this is a visual bit, but she did. I can still do this. And just slightly turned her head to either side, not even looking all the way back. Like she can't see her blind spot. She just like turned her chin so that it was like at equal level with where her ears are pointing whenever she's like just looking straight. You know what I mean? Just like just like really a 2 degree.
The fearlessness of that, you know?
It's not fearlessness. It's fucking. It's absolute. Just it's like it. I don't know. It's lack of awareness. That's all it is.
I want that too. That sounds great. I hate this voice that's always going in my head whenever I'm in the car. Every time I look at anyone in my rear view, I'm like, that person hates me. Look at you.
Of course they hate you.
They hate me so much, and I'm just like, stop looking at me like that. You give me dirty looks. Why you give me dirty looks? And like anytime they're talking to the person like next to them, I'm like, what are you saying about me right now? What are you fucking?
I bet it's anti-Semitic.
Yeah, exactly. That is me the whole time.
Yeah.
It's an annoying inner monologue that doesn't have to go on.
Yeah, it's but you're also, I mean, it's warranted because you're not a great driver, so you know.
Hey, come on, I'm getting better.
Maybe I don't know. The last time we drove to a comedy show, remember the first comedy show we went back to?
No.
Hey?
No.
The first show in the summer when COVID.
Oh yeah, in that location. Where was that?
That was in Villeray or some shit, and you drove with your trunk open for a good half hour after the show. Wide all the way open, dude.
I'm definitely worse with people in the car for sure.
Yeah, I know. I used to be a worse driver like with my dad when I was a teenager and like for sure.
2 years now, man. It's 2 years.
You've been driving 2 years? Wow.
Yeah, it's insane. I can't even believe it. Like I got my full license now and I'm like, look at me. This is a big boy. Look at this big boy.
Oh,
He's
you're
a big boy. All grossed up.
Yeah.
That's proud of myself.
You should be. As you should be.
Good bit. What's a good bit?
Why are you doing it? Like we're allowed to have a second of silence. You don't have to immediately get flustered. You know. But now that it's getting longer, you are right to get flustered. Oh man.
I'm trying to think what the fuck else is going on in life, you know?
Yeah, I'm
I was going to say so this whole thing with
Woody?
the rest no, with the movies, the movie theaters opening
up.
Yeah,
opening up.
Does that mean other things are opening up? I didn't get to read.
No, I think they said movie theaters and pools, which what was the logic? Yeah, what? Public pools and movie theaters for spring break. You know, let's just get all those dirty fucking gremlins in the same room to create super spreader events.
Now this is the deal that they're only going to show movies at pools, so you have to be in the chlorine to be watching a movie. That's the weirdest thing. Why movie theaters then? Why can't you have a movie theater and not a comedy club?
Because Vincenzo Guzzo put his fucking money by where his mouth is, and he said, "Here, hey, Prime Minister, if that's your real fucking name, here's a fucking wad of cash."
I hope there is just a Vinnie Guzzo walking around, like just being like, "I'm Guzzo, I'm Guzzo," you know, just.
And for people who don't know, if you're one of our, I don't know, what 20% of the people here listening in the States, Vinnie Guzzo is from my hometown. He is a movie theater mogul who is also on Dragon's Den, which is the Canadian version of Shark's Tank.
Was he?
He has been on Dragon's Den for a few years now. He calls himself Mr. Sunshine because Mr. Wonderful went to the States, or Kevin O'Leary went to the States to be on Shark Tank, so we have to have a new Mr. His thing is that he wears yellow. And he's fucking Italian as hell. That's his only thing. That's his whole thing. And one of my favorite things is that like the Guzzo brand is not just movie theaters now. They have a bunch of other shit that you don't really know about, you know. And some science person was on Dragon's Den, and he's like, you know, I could really use this for my Guzzo nanoparticles division. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What does he have? He's trying to become like Iron Man.
I think he wants to be the next Trump, man. I think he wants to run for prime minister at some point.
This guy, it's hilarious. I mean, this guy, he ran a cash-only movie theater business for years. He's genius.
Where the biggest draw to the movie theater was like, we got comfy seats.
Yeah.
And then they haven't changed the seats in 30 years.
I was gonna say, places are so aged. They all look like they were from like the first Toy Story movie. You know, like that's the vibe that they all have.
Like, have you ever been like on a Greyhound bus and you accidentally bump the seat and there's just a cloud of dust appears? It's like that. Every time you touch a Guzzo seat, it's covered in jizz and dust mites. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's like when the lights come on, it turns out everything's just concrete. You're like, I didn't realize how'd you pull this off. Honestly, I couldn't believe it was casual. I remember going to a theater once because honestly, if you're from the city, if you're from the real city, you don't go to a Guzzo.
No, they're only in the shittiest parts of the suburbs. They're in like, it's the second rate movie theater.
Yeah. So you go to, but like, once you go out of Montreal, Mr. Guzzo's not paying for downtown real estate. Okay, that's not happening.
There's Ville Saint Laurent. That's Montreal Island, I guess.
That's not. I'm saying like there's no downtown.
No. There's no downtown Guzzo. He can't. You're right. He can't afford that shit.
So you go down there, you wait in this giant line. You get there, you're like 2 tickets to the Cowboys and the Aliens, and then she's like. $17.99, and you give her your plastic card, and she goes, "Oh, you have to go use the ATM that costs $4 to use the ATM that goes straight to Mr. Guzzo's bank account.
Get out of line. Go back to the end."
Yeah, and you got to use one of those creepy ass ATM that's definitely stealing my PIN.
Yes,
you have to like just
absolutely.
admit that it's definitely stealing your PIN.
Selling it to some offshore company.
The second you're done, some guy just comes and picks it up and puts it in his trunk and drives off, and you're like, okay, great, perfect.
There's a sucker born every minute.
Yeah. Also, I could see an alien suck a cowboy's dick.
Yeah. That was the best movie to go see in theater. I think the last time I went to a Guzzo theater was because the one next to my parents' place only showed French movies. They wouldn't show any English movies except for The Dark Knight when that came out with Heath, good old Heath. That's the last movie I went to see at a Guzzo.
I went to go see one of the Iron Dicks or something like that in theater. One of the Avenge My Nuts.
Yes.
I saw one of those. Avenge My Nuts coming to theaters this summer. When nuts need avenging, only the greatest superhero team will come together.
Yeah, that's the one.
Clit Guy.
That's the one okay.
Clit Guy with his superpower to not exist.
Right. To be invisible to the naked eye.
Yeah. Invisible to touch an eye.
Yeah.
And then...
Who else is on this team?
There's Anal Plug Dude.
Yeah. He has like it's like Captain America's shield, and it always just goes right back his asshole every time he throws it.
Yeah. And he can also like turn into like a ball of glass,
right?
That distorts everything, Yeah,
that's Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's something like that.
He's actually in that too. It's just Doctor Strange.
It's just normal. It's just Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange. The only place we sprung for some cash.
Yeah,
my nuts. And watch them as they fight against the evil cancer.
Yes. Testicular cancer.
Testicular cancer, yes. It's actually quite seriously sad.
I will say that working from home, I don't know if it's because I'm so comfortable. It's my house, and like, and I don't really pay attention to my surroundings as much. But like,
it's your grandma sweater. Which one is it?
You don't like my Fair Isle cardigan?
No, it annoys me. It annoys me. Seriously, it makes you kind of look like the rich guy at the rich camp.
This was like $20 at Old Navy, you bitch. I was gonna say, I've never encountered this issue before, like working at an office or whatever. But like, I swear to God, I've like had so many more close calls of sitting on my nuts. Like, it hasn't happened yet, but have almost sat on my nuts. Like, where it's like I felt a pinch, like a good dozen times in the last like month. And I don't know if my nuts have just gotten bigger. Do I have to get screened or something? But it's just this,
dropping, buddy.
And they're dropping.
They're dropping.
Gravity's just doing its thing.
My cat's playing with one of mine in the other room right now.
Yeah.
I have no control with where they are. It's crazy. It's really. I once read this article of this guy who sued Starbucks for a lot of money because he sat down on one of their toilet seats and it shifted, and he caught his balls under the seat when it shifted.
Oh, it exploded.
And it completely fucked them up. Gone balls gone, and He sued Starbucks for a lot of money, but not enough to get his balls back. I'll tell you that much.
You know,
and I think about that anytime I'm on a shifty seat at all.
I was just gonna say, I think you need, like, as a man, you need to hear a story like that every once in a while. Because I remember when I was like 16, I went to the States for school for hockey and all that shit. Yeah. There was a guy, like the captain of the hockey team, also played lacrosse. And when I got in, the big story on campus was like on the last day, like the last like game of the year before.
I just love that you have that line, that you can say that. I just want to be able to, like, the big story on campus next summer. It's so great.
The big story was that the last game of the year before I got there, I guess like in lacrosse, some people don't wear cups, you know, and he shattered a dude's testicle with like this 95-mile-an-hour shot. Like, and lacrosse balls are like almost like, they're not like a pool ball, but it's like if a pool ball was made of rubber, you know what I mean? Like they're fucking dense, man. And he shattered a kid, and ever since, like, that was like that like gave me 10 years of being aware of my nuts and like the safety of it, you know?
Yeah.
And I needed to hear another story about a guy just going and taking shit at Starbucks to really make me you know.
Is that, you ever see that movie Foxcatcher with Steve Carell?
No, I haven't.
That story's about this rich, crazy dude who killed a wrestler, but he was when he was young was like in his family is the DuPont family, the richest family in the
the fucking West Virginia or some shit, whatever.
Yeah. And so they like raised pure, like, you know, fancy horses and all that stuff, and he got in a horse riding accident that he lost both his testicles. I'm like, what did this horse just stomp on his tiny nuts? Like, he just aimed, like, I'm just imagining a horse, all four hooves pointed together, boom, right directly on this guy's nuts. Like, how do you do what? How did that even happen?
He was wrestling a horse is what was happening, you know?
Yeah. Christopher Reeves is like, at least my nuts are fine.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't go anywhere near a horse, dude.
I'm glad, like, you know, Christopher Reeves, you know, all love to him, but I'm so glad he's dead. Watching those interviews were the most painful things in the entire world.
That was a big part of being a kid in like the late 90s and early 2000s, was just like getting commercials for Entertainment Tonight, where it's like, we talked to him again for some reason.
Yeah. Tonight on Entertainment. Okay, and our next segment, you're like, all right, you know,
we've run out of time.
Yeah. I also remember Entertainment Tonight. The best was like there's this guy John Tesh. He was like the main guy, and now he's a singer. But like in my head, he was always John Tesh, the Entertainment Tonight guy, you know. And then all of a sudden one day he had like a serious announcement that he was leaving Entertainment Tonight. Yeah. And then like he was like, and then he's like, to start my music career. And I really remember it. Like the camera panned and turned, and all of a sudden he was on a piano, and he was like just glistening. And he was like playing the piano, and it zoomed out, and he was like and then he was just on a piano, and it fanned away, and we were like, I guess John Tesh is just
he's in heaven now.
He's in heaven playing the piano. I hate an intense goodbye for no reason. Like Daft Punk just did that. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that they quit.
I mean, dude, you haven't come out with a song since 1992. No one cares that you're not a band anymore. You know, don't you know?
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's true.
I don't.
They've had hits, you know.
They've had a lot of hits, but they come out with. They've had 3 albums.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, maybe one. No, I'm pretty sure it's 3 albums. They don't come out with songs very often, and they're
I remember being like 8 years old at summer camp and hearing "Around the World" for the first time and being like, "This is a piece of shit of a song."
Around my dick, around my dick. Yeah, the first one was actually a huge. I remember it being it was called Da Funk, which is super confusing because it was Daft Punk with Da Funk was their song.
Right.
And the video was one of the weirdest music videos you'd ever seen because it was just like this guy in a dog costume.
Okay.
And he was just walking down the street with a boombox blasting this song.
Yes. Okay, I remember that. Like a poodle costume almost, right? Like
yeah, and he's awkwardly trying to talk to people the whole time, and he's like, it's like as if he's just trying to live his life, you know. And it was a cool video, and that's kind of why they got my attention. And you never knew what they looked like. You always had respect for that.
Yes, I like that.
I think they start with the robot helmets, and then they start with this melodramatic video where it's like one of them walks away and blows up, and you're like, okay, guys, you know.
I guess that was big back then. I feel like it's very similar in my head to like Fatboy Slim, you know? That was like the French English.
Right about now.
Yeah. That's
She
it.
stepped on my clit right up.
Okay. All right. I mean, it's not the right amount of syllables or anything, but it's very lazy. But I will take it. I've been trying to Google because I think I just had a false memory of like a old hockey broadcaster going to Entertainment Tonight, but it doesn't look like it's real. I think it was like a dream I had. I just thought was real.
When I was a kid, I remember Entertainment Tonight being like actual entertainment news. Like they would all just go to the sets of a lot of movies that were being filmed.
Yeah.
It was kind of more like
And also John Benet Ramsey every 2 days.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that was around the Switch. That's probably when.
Yeah.
And then I remember they just did the birthdays. That was like my favorite part of Entertainment Tonight, the birthday. It's crazy how much programmed television was a part of my life when I was young and how it completely just doesn't exist anymore.
Well, it's kind of coming back, right? Like the WandaVision shit. Like they're doing like serial episodes.
And they're proving a point because I bet you they do the numbers and they're getting a lot more viewers on
course.
this week-to-week thing than they're getting when you binge the whole thing and forget about it completely,
Yeah. I don't remember anything.
I'm starting to think like that. When I was talking about all these shows being dog shit, and it's like maybe it's because you're not supposed to digest them like this.
You're not. No, you're supposed to wait a week like you did for Breaking Bad the first time around. You know what I mean? Like,
although there's one show that's week to week that I tried to watch. It's so bad. It's called Your Honor, and it's with the guy from Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah, Brian
Clitston,
Yes.
and he and in this one he plays a giant clit, which is actually really weird.
Yeah, okay. Really hitting that note today.
The word of the day. What's the word of the day today?
You're like a fucking 50s rock and roll pianist, just hitting that one key. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's so bad, and he's like doing the exact same shit that he did in Breaking Bad, like
Just
playing the
looking
same,
older every episode.
Yeah, or just like doing this thing where like everyone thinks I'm good, but am I good? And
Right.
like, and just these awful they did this thing in Breaking Bad that worked. Is like a lot of these monologues where the character's lying, but like he's doing this thing to convince other people, and you're watching it happen, and you're kind of like you're digging it, you know, because but in this it just feels rehashed and boring. It's the same garbage. Put it in the garbage.
Well, that's why you gotta watch shit that is actual garbage, like
Right.
Bling Empire and Are You the One?
What is Bling Empire?
Bling Empire is fucking cuckoo bananas, man. It's like all the richest Asians in LA living their lives, and one hot like model who lives in like an apartment with like a male model with like 6 other guys, and has
It's
no
just
money.
the life of 6 random people.
Who are fucking rich as fuck, like there's one like 60
Like
year
their
old
parents are rich as fuck, or
yeah, like there's the like I don't know if she's the main woman, but like her husband, if there were still dynasties in China, would be the heir of like the Chinese, like he's like a Ming or whatever the fuck. He's just like
He's
a
got
billionaire
access.
from heritage.
he's got access to all the rice. You're saying
Yes.
he's got the keys to the rice.
Yeah, and there's one like half Japanese, half Russian, daughter of an arms dealer, like Russian arms dealer, who's
love
like,
it.
I don't know why, but she showed her tits. She was just like changing, and Netflix just showed her fucking nips out for everybody.
No blurry nips.
No blurry nips. Well, I mean they were blurry just because that's how they usually are, but
Sorry, my tits are pixelated. It happened after the surgery.
but no, they were natural too, which was surprising.
Don't
And
see that anymore these days.
not in California.
I had a dream where I fully had fake tits.
You had fake tits?
Yeah. But they were like really fake, and like the scars were healed, but they were so super visible. And I remember
remind me that the past is real.
and I sat there being like, my reaction in the dream wasn't like, oh my god, I have tits. It was like, oh, the doctor did a bad job. Like I wasn't disappointed that I had tits. I was disappointed that they weren't nice.
Right.
They were botched up.
Dude, my dreams are... I literally last night had a dream that the thing I'm working on at work was finished magically, and I woke up and it wasn't. That's what my brain is doing now. You know what I mean? Like I'm dreaming about... I logged onto my computer fully thinking I got an email saying I didn't have to work on the thing anymore, and it was still
gross.
there.
That's so gross.
Ugh.
I today was dealing with like crazy like gas pain, like like heart. When you think you're having a heart attack.
Dude,
kinda gas
I
pain?
stopped eating onions for the last 2 weeks because I was dying.
I woke up. It was going through my chest, my lower back. I couldn't sit still. I was stretching. I did yoga for the first time in my life just because I had to find a way to get a fart out of town.
Yeah.
I was going on the bidet, trying to get as much water up my ass as I could fit, and then just letting it trickle down like a slow waterfall.
You're trying to frack your own ass.
I was trying to frack my ass for some shit. It's literally what I was doing. I was in so much pain that I had to take the day off work. I had to be like, look, I can't do this. I can't sit on my computer today. I never take days off. I need it, but I have to take tomorrow off also, which kind of falls in.
That's fucked, man.
Yeah, and then that's when I rushed to the pot store because I had no pot in the house, and I was like, my dealer's not going to be awake for another few hours. So I'm just going to rush. They open at 9 a.m. I actually Googled at 8:30 a.m. what time does the SQDC open? And it said 9 a.m. You fucking pothead.
Yeah,
that's what it said.
That's fucked up. And
so I went down there to buy a few treats.
Honestly, though, I prefer the government weed because, like, the weed I got from your guy, it's like it was taking it's the opposite of antipsychotic meds. It was medication to make me go crazy.
Well, there is this one that I really enjoy.
Great White Shark.
No, it's actually pure CBD. So it's like my fake weed that I smoke.
Right. Well, I have like something similar from the Namaste from the pot store. Yeah. It's good. And that's what I like to smoke because it just gets me a little bit of a high, but I don't think thoughts that I normally don't think.
It's funny because I got this because I was listening to the podcast Come Town and they're always talking about their CBD.
Right.
And their CBD weed for cushy dreams or whatever. And I'm like,
I'm
dying to try that. It doesn't matter. They're not Canadian companies, so it doesn't really matter. And so that's why I went to the store and I was like, "Do you have this product?" And they're like, "Yeah."
I like a little bit of THC though, just a tiny bit. I don't need to.
No, yeah, me too. And I like that I can mix a little of my other pot in there. I want to just bump it up. It's so good.
It's like a salad bar.
Yeah, well, for me in the morning, I like to smoke, but I shouldn't.
Right.
I shouldn't. I'm a bad boy. I just can't help it.
Everyone's saying it. Oh, he's naughty.
He's a naughty boy.
He's on the naughty list. Santa Claus.
I'm getting a message from work like a fucking leave me alone.
Seriously, it's fucking 8:50 at night. It's PM.
Yeah, I'm gonna record that and send them that message. And I think things will change. I think things will change after that.
Yeah. Is it like British people and Australian people?
Yeah. How's it going?
Well, no, that's a normal thing to say. How's it going?
Yeah. How's it going? What was it?
How you going?
How are you going?
I think.
Fucking idiots.
I don't know. You're the one.
With their backwards flushing toilets, idiots.
Yeah. You're fucking dog, reindeer hybrids. And
no one needs it. No one asked for it.
No, you're right. You're 100% right.
One of our friends is dealing pot. Did you know that?
Tell me their name and their social insurance number.
Starts with a V.
Oh.
Did you not get that message?
No.
He probably thinks you're a little goody two shoes. Didn't realize.
Yeah, I'm a little bitch. Well, also, I don't know if I'm thinking of the right person name with the V.
How many?
I don't know.
How many people with a V that we know?
Do they live at my old apartment?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I think I know who it is then.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a message. We got great prices, really cheap.
Shit, we probably shouldn't have said where they live, huh?
Why? Did you tell them where they live? Did you say?
No, but I mean, if you're a person that didn't get the message and you're listening to this, and you shouldn't be hearing.
Oh no, I think everyone's allowed to know.
Okay.
I just don't think he would have bothered people with it if he doesn't think they cared.
Right.
Is all I meant to say. How was your online viewing of Princess Di's wedding?
Oh, it was fun, man. It was fun to actually have something like to talk about.
Right. Yeah. To prepare, to get some content.
I didn't prepare anything. Me and for people who are listening and don't know, because why would you know unless? Well, I mean, I don't know. We have like people from the city that are listening that do stand up, and I guess could have seen it on Facebook or some shit. But my old roommates and I on Gabriel Omassi's stream watched the Princess Diana wedding, and we just riffed on it for an hour, and it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of shit to talk about because British people are fucking ridiculous. And I can't think of anything funny that offhand, but it was
magical evening.
It was fun. We're doing another one tomorrow. I think we're watching the keynote speech of Steve Jobs when he released the iPhone for some reason. I don't think it's gonna be...
I've watched that before, like it was the best thriller ever in the world. Just because it's just this moment that changed the world, like when he was like, and like it's really hilarious. Like when he moves the image once like that, the audience is like, like you can hear you could hear everyone like, I'm never gonna look at my family again. Like,
right.
and like people are like the whole world just being like, okay, done with socializing. This is just how I'm gonna communicate now. It's pretty crazy. It's a little overdone, and he's just like even though he's great, he's still just an awkward human being, which is something I kind of love about it.
Well, I mean, don't ruin it for the rest of us. I still have to watch it tomorrow, so.
Princess Di Wedding. I remember watching that, watching a video of it with my ex-girlfriend years ago.
Okay, I was gonna say that happened in '81. How old are you?
And she was like, "This is how." Oh, you know what I'm actually thinking of? You're right.
Funeral?
I'm not thinking of. No, no. I was thinking of the other wedding.
Oh yeah, Pippa. No, not Pippa. But she had a sister called Pippa.
Yeah,
Kate Middleton, is it?
Kate Middleton
Is
and
it?
her hotter sister Pippa. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's, I think that. So Kate, that wedding we were watching, that she's like, this is a dream wedding. This is exactly. And I was like, remember like thinking like messaging my mom like, can I get a video of your wedding so I can bring down these expectations tomorrow? We're just gonna watch my mother get into a K car with my father
Right.
after with like rice in her hair coming from the backyard.
It's like, this is a dream wedding. It's only been paid by the souls of the damned for centuries.
Yeah.
This is a dream wedding. It's all it took was the blood of a bunch of third world nations.
Yeah, absolutely. The spirits that live in the underground.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, like I don't know. Maybe I'll write about this because the idea that I found out about Princess Diana dying the day I got back from Disney World.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Because you didn't even really. I remember someone shared that part that you said. I think Gabe did a cut little video of a few moments, and you didn't even I think hit on the idea that you're like, what happened to Cinderella? You know what I mean? Like the princess died. You were just in her castle. Like I just saw her.
Yeah. She's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, there's something there definitely to write about.
Yeah. That's a very funny idea. Also, just the idea of any Disney princess dealing with the paparazzi is kind of funny.
Yeah, the early 2000s paparazzi where every picture was an upskirt,
Upskirt, yeah, exactly.
Here's a picture of Britney's veg.
That's so crazy. If you look over here, if we zoom in 10,000 times, you can see the left lip as it comes over the fold, and you're like, this is fucked up. This is so crazy.
The best ones were she reveals all, and then it's you find out that they put up the contrast on the picture 1,000% so you can see a nipple. You know what I mean? It's a black shirt. But then you fuck with the image so much that you can see the outline of a nipple. It's like nips.
No, there's a filter on Instagram that these people use for celebrities that just make it look like their nipples are showing through their shirts.
Right.
And they put it on every picture, so it's all these pictures of celebrities but their tits are look like they're showing, and it's so annoying because they're not real. But you're like,
hey,
I still take it. Yeah. I'm I grew up with Rachel from Friends, which is just these thin sweaters and her nipples popping through them.
Right.
And I couldn't even handle myself when I was a teenager when that stuff was on. It was crazy.
You know what I thought of the other day? I forget what I was watching. I was just watching Whose Line Is It Anyway? Clips. Yeah. And I had this vivid memory of watching it when I was 13 or something and being like, man, I would be so scared. How do they not just get boners all the time while they're on the show? Because all you do as a 13-year-old is just get be afraid to be called up to the fucking chalkboard to a math class, and while
I've had that feeling all the time when I used to watch things I'd have a boner there, it'd be so awkward. She would completely know. It's so. I used to not understand how other kids slow danced.
Yeah. Everyone's got boners. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're just leaning into it. Actually, they are. Am I right, everybody? Thank you very much. Yeah, no, I don't even know. That's why I kind of did the distant one for a little while.
Right.
Because you got it's because it's sticking up. It's in
Absolutely,
your belts.
Yeah.
It's it's pressing against.
Well, for you, it's going into that extra belt loophole that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like a piece of
So
spaghetti.
uncomfortable. Yeah. I just didn't like. I don't know how anyone did any of that stuff.
No, yeah, just the fear of being called up in any class to go to the.
Dude.
That should be illegal. Teachers should not be allowed to call teenagers to get up in class at any point.
It's actually quite hilarious how annoying an erection can be when it's not wanted. It's fucking
100%.
hilarious. When I wake up in the morning and I want nothing to do with it, and it's just like fucking hard as a. And I'm like, what are you, dude? What are you doing? Who
invited
are
you?
you communicating with? Like, what do you think? It's like a dog that's just excited to go out and you're exhausted,
Yeah.
and you're like, dude, we're not going out. Like, it's not happening.
It's emotionally raining right now. It's
Yeah,
Monday.
exactly. It's so annoying, and you're like, I want to go to piss. I can't even go to piss until this fucking.
No, you gotta
thing.
you gotta take your shower first and just let
Yeah.
the pressure of the water.
You're like pushing it down like you're playing with those door stoppers from like
Yeah,
the 80s. It's so fucking ridiculous. And that's when I feel like a child, when I'm like dealing with that with like stupid erection that I don't want in the morning.
Yeah, no, it's whatever.
But it turns me on when you wake up with it.
Yes, thank you. I was gonna say.
It's a whole other game
You're changing your tune.
when you sneak into my butthole every morning.
And on that note,
Guys, we did it. Another one in the books.
another one bites the dust.
Jason, how many episodes how many episodes will be a year?
52, you idiot. There's 52 weeks in a year. You're the dumbest guy.
What episode are we on?
37, I think.
Oh, we're rounding around. We're rounding around to a year. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, once we get to a year, we'll make a decision as to what. Well, I mean, by then, hopefully, we'll be able to have guests, and then it could be like a season 2, you know?
Yeah.
And then
Friendship Hour with guests.
the thing that I wanted to buy to record and have guests just shot up in price. It went up $15. It's annoying though because it went down $12 for a single day on Amazon, and now I don't know. Fuck, I don't understand how it works.
Well, it's the one. Our previous one is in good health over here, still
Yeah,
being used. I still enjoy you. I love you, and I love all our listeners, and I love what we've created here.
Yeah, I know. We have a nice little baby.
It's not so bad.
Yeah, it's a little baby Moses floating down the river is what we got going on here.
Yeah, let's take
Can
it.
you hear the dog drinking her water?
Yes, of course. I can hear it desperately trying to figure out how to drink.
Because have you ever seen the slow-mo videos of dogs drinking water?
They loop it from the back.
They like curve their tongue like a fucking Baskin Robbins spoon, and that's how
It
they
makes
scoop
no
it in.
sense. Like, just lap this way. It makes more sense.
Yeah.
Dude, figure it out.
It's like a fucking a Venus flytrap. No, it's not. The ones that I'm thinking of a frog. I'm thinking of a Venus flytrap with a tongue that pops out, which I don't think it exists in nature. Does
Nope.
it?
That would be so
That's
fucking
cartoons.
creepy. If a plant just
Had a
feed
tongue.
me Seymour out of nowhere.
Yeah,
All right, buddy. I think we made it.
we did. We've done our job.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Next week, hey, if you want to hear how this shoot went, how this commercial went, if you want to stay tuned with Oren before he made it.
yeah. Your
you
big
should
commercial that, by the way, it's not for one of the biggest companies in Quebec like we thought.
Nope.
It's for a totally different company.
No, it's not even it's not even really a company. It's an
No.
association,
It's-
and no one's gonna see it. But I'm head writer, kind of, sort of.
Can you be titled head writer when your job was to translate and punch up?
Teleplay by Oren.
Yes,
Shapiro.
exactly. Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, keep in.
It's a
And Jason, I'd
commercial
like to thank you for
Based-
helping me.
Based on the novel Push by Sapphire.
And thanks to my other comedian friend for helping me out. It was very nice of you guys.
Yeah, I'm happy that they got it, some of the ideas made it, and I'm happy that our other friend made some of my ideas better and palatable to a wide audience.
Dude,
I was going to niche comedy as I tend to do.
You know, I was gonna use his Petit Jeremy idea, but the last minute it just felt like maybe it wasn't the right play.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right.
Goodbye,
Bye,
everybody. Please subscribe, like, listen, do it all.
Tell your mother.
Tell your mother. I hope she's doing okay.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.